Have you ever been in the situation where you just finished a long day of work? You're hungry, so you make yourself some dinner. Just as you sit down to eat, the phone rings, and it's a salesperson. You're irritated, but you're nice for a minute, because you understand that sales is not an easy job. But as the salesperson rambles on and never stops to ask if you even need the product or service, you start to get irritated. I've had this happen before. I once had a salesperson call me about embroidered hats for my construction business. I don't even have a construction business, but I couldn't get the guy to stop talking long enough to tell him that. After the guy rambled on, never asking if I even needed the hats for a business that didn't exist, I finally hung up on him. Today we're going to talk about building a conversation so that we better understand the needs of a caller, and so that we can sell based on their needs. I'm going to talk about the do's and the don'ts of building a conversation. Let's start with the do's. Learn what is most important to the caller. Tailor the information that you give about the community to match the preferences of the caller. Get the caller talking about themselves and their needs. What you want to say is, please describe for me some of the things you are looking for in your apartment. Or, could you please tell me about some of the things that you like about where you are living and some of the things you would change? What you don't want to do is to start unloading a bunch of information about the community before you understand the caller's needs. In the following example, you'll see a leasing consultant who gathers some basic information, but who fails to use the information to build the conversation. First, can I get your name?
My name is Amanda.
What size of apartment home are you looking for?
A 2-bed, 2-bath.
When do you want to move?
July 1st.
Are you working? In the next example, notice how the leasing consultant uses the question, "Who will be living with you?" to further get to know the caller and build the conversation. First, can I get your name?
My name is Amanda.
So, Amanda, what size of apartment home are you looking for?
A 2-bed, 2-bath.
And who will be living with you?
My 3-year-old daughter and my 5-year-old son.
Wow, you have kids. That's great. I have 2 nephews and 1 niece. In fact, my niece is only 2 years old, and she gets into everything. I love being an uncle. Will your 5-year-old be attending kindergarten this year?
Yes, it will be his first year.
Really, that is great. I remember how my mom used to always walk me to school on the first day. I bet you are a great mom. You know, we have an elementary school right next door to our apartment community, and I hear they have some really great teachers. When establishing the caller's qualifications, be sure to ask the following: size and type of apartment sought, desired move-in date, number of occupants, does the caller have pets, the caller's income. Remember, we have 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason. When speaking with prospective residents or an existing resident, listen carefully, take notes, don't interrupt, and clarify what you've been told. Repeat the information back to the caller. Be an active listener. While the other person is speaking, say things like, "I see," "Go on," "Really?" "What else?" "Absolutely." Before you finish the phone call, invite the caller to come to see the apartments. Don't just recite the leasing office hours and tell the caller to stop by any time. Try to set up an appointment while you are on the phone. Remember, when building a conversation, you need to do the following: ask the right questions. Build the conversation around the caller's needs. Be an active listener. For your assignment, you need to practice building the conversation with other members of your staff or a training partner.